So I'll get, if anyone comes in, we'll just see. It's been a little while since I've done the live, so we just, it seems to be working, the app seems to be working, and we're going to order some beautiful food here where we are. But I just want to get somebody to give me a sort of thumbs up that the video is working and we made it public. I guess so.
I found it.
Now, I don't know where the view count is, or if anyone's even in yet, but we'll wait and see.
We'll wait and see.
We left Albania, as you know. Beautiful Albania. We had such a good time there. I put on so much weight in Albania. I am going to have to do a lot of walking to burn off those calories. The food there was really good, right?
Oh, it was fantastic. I love the food there.
We had a great time. The Albanian people. We're in, as you can probably see from our attire, we're in a much warmer place.
You took me somewhere warmer.
I promised Michelle I'd take her to the sunshine. We're just about to order some delicious food. Our waiter here today, if I can get hold of him, is Raju. And he doesn't mind me filming, so that's all good. We're just going to keep it to Michelle and I might turn the camera a little bit, but for the moment we're going to keep it here. How are you all? Where are you?
Have they got to guess where we are, or did you give them a clue?
No, I'm not saying where we are at the moment. That's not the point.
No, I'm just saying that they got to guess.
Give the people a guess where we are in a few minutes.
Okay.
Biamaso Kim.
Biamaso Kim. Hi.
How are you? I'm sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly. I'll call you Kim.
That makes it easier for me. I'm terrible.
How are you all? So let me see if I can get hold of Raju. I actually got myself a coffee. Look at this coffee here. This is rich. This isn't Albanian coffee. This isn't beautiful cappuccino, espresso, macchiato. This is a very, 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 very different type of coffee altogether.
I don't have a problem ordering my coffee here.
No?
It's easy. We'll just get him in a minute.
I'll order it for you, Michelle. I got a coffee because I came here. Is it a little bit misty? Looks a little bit misty. Could be the humidity and the heat.
It's a little bit warmer.
Just give that a little white. Excuse me, guys.
Hello.
Hello. See if I can get hold of our lad. So I got a coffee because I was just setting up, and I got myself a rich, strong coffee. Michelle's going to get hers order, and then I'm going to order some other food. The food I order might throw you off point. Is the sound okay? Because we've got the microphones on, right? Michelle's got a microphone on.
Hello, Byron. He says, can you believe Cinderella's 75th anniversary celebration is next Saturday?
I cannot believe it, Byron. You bring up the most remarkable comments.
Absolutely. You keep us informed there, Byron.
Happy
Lovely
birthday.
to see you.
See if I can get his attention, get some food order. I'm quite peckish. We haven't eaten this morning.
No. It's gone lunchtime.
Okay.
Where we are.
Let me just turn the camera up a little bit so I've got my head in there.
They're busy all of a sudden.
They are busy. Any comments? Anyone else?
Yeah, there's a few lurkers in there. You can just say hello or give us a thumbs up.
Are the regulars in? Any regulars in?
Well, only Byron at the moment. And Kim.
And Kim.
Go on, we dare you to make a comment.
Look, the food on the menu today is Indian food, right? So you know what we're actually ordering. The photograph you saw is from another day when we were eating, but I am going to hopefully be able to get that ordered here. I'm hoping so. Let me see if there are loads and loads of people here. Shall I give a little turn of the camera? See.
Is that giving it away?
Is that giving it away?
Anybody gonna guess?
Let's just turn that round. My server has gone. It's gone walkabout.
Yeah.
The guy that took my coffee order, Spanish. I can't even see him. No, we said that at the same time. I can't see him.
No.
So we've come over to a country that is a lot warmer, I think I'll just order from anybody who comes. So there's loads of people here. Everybody's good here. It's just we've spoken to Raju a few times.
I hope the sound's all right. It's very noisy in here.
Yeah, it's nice that a bunch of lads decided to start up their Harley Davidsons just behind us.
Anyone
But
give
I
us
think
a sound check?
these microphones are all good. I might go up and order, Michelle.
It's because we kept putting them off, didn't
Because
we?
nobody's coming this way now.
Yeah. He's leaving me. We thought we'd come a little bit later because it maybe wouldn't be so busy, but it is busy today. Obviously a popular day.
Okay, I'm over here. Michelle's over there. I'm looking
Is he
for.
talking as well?
Our
Are we both
lads.
talking at the same time?
Probably gone on his lunch break. I think he's gone on his lunch break.
Probably.
I'll get one of the others.
Yeah.
Can I? Copy all.
Ice.
Hello, man. How are you? Can I get masala dosa but fresh? And copy all ice. Thank
Little
you.
sugar. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh.
They do great dosas here. So, anyone want to have a quick guess where we are? Because if you can guess where we are, I can carry on. So I always like to keep you guessing. Copy O, ice,
Ice.
and a masala dosa,
Fresh.
fresh.
Right, someone's got a guess. And then we'll let you know.
Let me just. It's very quiet. Is it because we're the other side of the world and everybody's in bed?
Everyone's in bed. Probably not a good time.
Very noisy in here. If we didn't have these microphones on, I don't think anyone would be able to hear us.
We're assuming everyone can hear us. Nobody's telling us whether they can or not.
Let me just go and check something. You guys are not seeing this, but I'm just going to make sure I've always got my order okay. Beautiful. Hello, man. How? Good, good.
Is it all good?
Wow, it's quiet.
It is.
There's nobody in.
No.
Did you share it out properly? Have
I
we
did.
made it live?
I did.
Must be just the wrong time of day.
Obviously it is.
Here comes gentleman on the left there had
thank you.
iced coffee. Thank you, man.
You recording?
Yes.
You recording?
YouTube. Yeah, for us. Thank you, man. You want to come and say hello?
So I've got my coffee O, which I've got to make cool now by making the ice go into it.
So
Got
this
it?
is coffee O ice with little sugar. So coffee O means coffee without milk, and Michelle has a little sugar because it's
there's our guy.
quite a bitter coffee here. So it really needs a little
A
extra
tiny bit of
sweetener in
sugar.
there.
Otherwise, if you don't say that, they put a lot of sugar in.
Yeah, it'd be sweet as. What is
They
that?
did well, just a little bit.
I saw a little thing pop up. Oh, we've used 2 gigabytes of data, that's okay. Well, if the usuals don't come in and we don't get any questions going, we're not going to be able to get any advice.
No, nobody's going to be able to help us.
stop it and just enjoy our food. I suppose that's
Well, we'll
probably
see
the
a little
best
bit
thing to
longer.
do.
See if by the time the food arrives, if nobody's in.
Problem is, anyone comes in later on, this makes quite boring
It does.
content, doesn't it? We're kind of looking for ideas of what to do in this country that none of you are in are bothering to guess where we are. You know what I'm like on live streams, guys. If I can't get any traction at all, I'll just switch it down because I don't enjoy live streams, particularly when they're not interacting. And I love the fact that you are here, Kim and Byron. But you know, if nobody's in, you're just talking to a blank space. So
You like the interaction, don't you?
there's no point otherwise, is there?
Yeah.
And it's probably, I mean, we're about a 12-hour time difference from where
Yeah.
we were, so we're probably not getting the guys back where we were, but I'm probably going to shut it down shortly. And that actually, I might even then delete it because there's no point.
No.
There's no point having it up if there's no social interaction. It's very strange, isn't it? It's like almost we're in the wrong side of the world.
It's working out the timings, isn't it, to make it right for everybody? It's so hard.
Because we travel, we're one day we're on one side of the world, one day we're on another side of the world. You know, if we do it at midday for us every single time, we're all over the place for you guys. Okay, I'm going to give it 3 more minutes.
Yeah.
I'll wait for the food to arrive and then I'm going to switch this off and we'll try another time, maybe some other schedule.
Have to work it out at a different time.
Wow, I can't believe there were 3 people in just silent.
It's very odd. Oh, here it comes.
Okay. Let me just have.
And here comes the food.
Right, here
Maybe
comes
everybody will come
food.
diving in now.
No, but I don't want to be eating. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Terima kasih. Dhanyawad. Thank you. Thank you, well. So can you see what's come to the table? Look at that beautiful masala dosa. So this is a Indian style dosa and inside is a potato masala. You can't see it because it's rolled. They bake this fresh for you. And on the front here, you'll have quite often 2 or 3 different curry sauces. This one may be a little spicy. This one is like a dal. And generally this one would be like a coconut chutney.
Chutney, yeah.
Today it doesn't look like a
No, it
coconut
doesn't look
chutney.
like it today, but it's a surprise.
So, but look at this. I don't think you'll be able to get how. It's just tuck in.
crispy
Oh,
one.
and it's a hand-eaten food.
Yes.
So look, it's a hand-eaten food. So Michelle and I are going to get a little bit grotty. Let's just bring that down a little further so you can see. So I'm going to dip in this one, which I think is where I would normally have my coconut chutney.
I don't think it is it, today?
Wow, that's delicious.
No, not is it?
And what's this one then? This one looks like a.
It's a bit of a lucky dip, isn't it?
Well, that's the hot chili. That's proper spicy.
This is the one I like, generally.
The dal.
The dal.
Oh, that is very spicy
Yeah.
today and very sweet as well. So there's
Oh,
a
is
lot
it
of
today?
sugar. Yeah, a lot of sugar in that one. So I don't know. You know what I was thinking about these live streams? Is whether you could stay in until they get lively. I quite like the spicy one actually. Stay until they get lively, and then post-production cut them down
Well, I did wonder.
all the slow.
When you said about, is it worth leaving this up? Because it's boring the first bit, we just cut that bit out.
Somebody just ordered a roast tissue.
Yeah. My end's so crispy. I'm only getting little bits. Nice though.
Okay, so we're in a country where utensils are generally not provided and people use their hands. So you wash your hand before you eat, which we have done. There's little washing stations all around here. And then you use your hands to eat.
We try our best to do it correctly.
And you're only supposed to use the one hand, the right hand, and not the left hand. So we're in a familiar playground, somewhere we've been, hello man, somewhere we've been many times before. But we're trying to look for a new sort of adventure, something a little bit different. And we have the the quietest audience, should I say, I've had in a long time. So whether geolocation-wise, we're just not in an area where the regular chatty bunch are. I think that's probably what's happened.
Probably.
I like that spicy one, Michelle.
As you get towards the middle, you hit the masala. That's their curry potato.
Let's bring that down so you can see.
And that's what's coming in now.
So in the centre, you've got the masala. Can I?
No.
And I'm getting turmeric all over my gimbal. Just noticed a big yellow stain.
Oh,
so
turmeric, it's terrible.
I'm cropping you out a little bit, Michelle, because I know you don't like eating always on the screen. And
That's fine.
I'm a sucker for... But you bring the food up, you sort of turn your hand this way and then use the back of your thumb to push the food into your mouth.
And you don't drop it on your white shirt.
You don't get it with all this turmeric on your white linen shirt.
Oh, we've got coriander in this one.
Lovely spicy sauce. I'm going to order a roti tissue.
There's our little guy.
Is it? Can I order? Can I get one roti tissue?
What?
Can I get one roti tissue?
Roti tissue.
Thank you, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank you. Wow, the quietest audience.
Which means we're being quiet.
That's nice.
So we get a lot of turmeric.
Yeah, this is heavily turmeric. It's staining my hands. It's staining the gimbal, which is a bit
that's not
disconcerting.
good.
Some comments just came through, Michelle.
Not to me.
I saw some.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Sorry, I can't touch the screen, guys, because I'm covered in turmeric.
we'll get there. We're obviously a little bit behind.
Well, maybe it's really, you know, wherever calls me Kim in Australia. Maybe that's, is that an old one?
Yeah. Well, that's just come now. Well, but maybe a little while ago. So maybe it's just really slow.
We addressed that about 10 minutes ago, so I'm not sure. Maybe there's some sort of lag. Has anyone even confirmed the sound yet?
No.
We
No.
might not have sound.
Maybe. Want me to do a little listen?
Hey, somebody let us know if we've got decent sound, please. Kim, if you're still there, could you just let us know if the sound is okay? 'Cause there's a chance that we've just done a silent video. Can you turn it up and have a listen, huh? Silent video.
No, there is sound.
Okay.
Yep.
Turn it back down then.
I have.
Otherwise
I just
we'll
heard
get
you say
echo.
about a silent video.
Another
There's a bit
comment.
of a delay, but sound is all right now. Maybe it's just kicking in now and it's going to be okay. Ah, Mr. Jono.
Mr. Jono, how are you, mate?
What are you WTFing about?
What have I done wrong this time, mate?
Was it not good?
Oh, Lord. Lordy, lordy.
Did you miss our masala dosa?
I've never had...
It says it's all good, he's always lurking. Well, that's good to hear.
Who's that?
Mr. Jono.
You lurker. Man, though, you're probably like, what the...
Is that
Because
noise?
nobody's commenting. It's such a quiet... But thank you, Mr. Jono. And thank you, Kim, for just letting us know the sound is working, which means you'll be able to hear the screaming baby next to me. Just in time. Just in time.
Just in time for the noise.
So I've ordered a roti tissue, one of my favourite sweet desserts here in this part of the world, and it's basically a roti that's
Which is like a flat bread.
it's
isn't
done
it?
it's done crispy. I think they cook it in a ghee
I think so.
and fry it, and then shape it into like a what would you call it, like a pyramid,
Pyramid.
and it's got
Bit like your thumbnail, isn't it?
Yes, well, that's the one that's in the thumbnail. It's got like a sweet honey on it. It's absolutely delicious. See if I can get myself another coffee.
You got yours earlier than mine. But they also put sugar on it, don't they? On the tissue.
I think it's meant to be honey, but yeah, there is a
Okay, they
sugar.
sweeten it. And I think there's quite often coconut on it.
Yeah, and really nice. It's buttery. Yeah, you'll
Yeah.
see it in a minute.
Yeah. Takes a little while because they get it nice and crispy.
Normally, when I come in here, it's interesting. Girl just walked by. Is in like a chonsong. Say chonsong?
Yes.
Japanese.
Yes.
Very unusual.
So Kim said, is it like a naan in India?
Sort of. You'll see. The guy stood next to me, but he stood backwards. Hello, man. Can I get hello? Can I get another one? One coffee?
One more, eh?
One more with a little sugar, please. Yeah, thank you, bro.
Kopi tare.
How do you say kopi? Kopi
Kopi tare.
tare. Ah, kopi tare. And how do you say a little sugar?
Pura manis.
Kura manis. Little sugar, yeah? Kuro tamis. So tamis is sugar or kuro is sugar? Kuro is sugar
Less.
and tamis is less. Ah, kuro tamis.
Okay.
Thank you, man.
Manis is sweet.
Ah, less sweet. Ah, like honey, like pani.
So less sweet.
Less
Okay.
sweet. Pura manis.
Thank you, man. We're learning. Oh, what's your name?
Irfan.
Irfan. Irfan. Irfan. Okay, thank you, Irfan. Thank you, bro.
So Mr. Jono says, good job. I'm just reading the comments, don't look at me.
Right, Mr. Jono, you've got to be less cryptic. You've got to be less cryptic.
So yes, so my fingers are all stained with turmeric now.
As is my white gimbal.
I know. How am I going to
It'll
get that
come
off?
It'll come on.
Because
So,
that's how you do it.
It is how you do it. I think these comments are coming through from like ages ago.
I
It's
think
probably
so.
the way we're eating.
Yes.
I think that we're getting super laggy. It might be because Michelle's on the
Maybe.
piggybacking on mine. I don't know. But how about, I'm going to
'Cause
say
'cause I'm
1, 2, 3, and somebody type the next number for me and we'll see how quickly
Yeah.
that comes through. Hopefully somebody will type it pretty quick so we can get a gauge of what the lag is like. I think it's
My
probably
lag's not too bad, but I'm on your Wi-Fi.
No, but I think the lag could be like 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, that could get quite confusing, couldn't it?
Could do. There's a little bit of sauce on the table there. I know we're going to end up getting it
Okay.
on my white shirt.
4. Thank you, Mr. Jono.
Oh,
So it's not that
not
bad.
too
And Kim says, me waiting for 4.
We're picking up. We're picking up.
So Mr. Jono says, for me, UK. You're being very cryptic.
Yes.
From Korea. It's
Thank
Mr.
you,
Kim.
Edifan. Thank you, bro.
Where in Korea? Although you're in
Who's in
Australia.
Korea?
Kim.
Kim, yeah, well, that's a Korean.
I know, but he said he was in Australia. But everyone's telling us where they're from.
We're in Korea. We've been to a lot of places.
Yeah,
we
we
do
like
love
Korea.
And we love the UK as well, Mr. Jono. I thought Mr. Jono was over in New Zealand.
He says 4 for me in the UK.
Okay,
Okay. So I think it's very early in the morning in the UK.
you should be in bed.
Or maybe he hasn't gone to bed yet.
I've got to learn the guys' names here because we're coming here. I think this is where we're going to come every day because the food here is so good. It's a little place called Dean Nasiganda.
Yes.
It give you a clue. And it's
24/7.
Really good, 24/7. You can come down here in the middle, 3 o'clock in the morning, come down here and get the food that
Not
we're
that we
ordering.
have.
No, but there's every chance I might be down in the middle of the night. So we're trying to set up. Let's talk about what we're trying to do. We're trying to set up an adventure. So the comments are starting to come through a little bit. Anyone want to guess where we are? So I can if you just break the ice. Yes, you've got it. Well done.
There's Anne the Queen. Is that our Anne?
That's not our Anne, is it?
I'm not sure.
Not Anne from. Oh, here we go. Look, roti tissue.
Ah,
Thank you, bro. Thank you, Raju. Look at that.
Don't you wish you were here?
I'm a happy man now. I'm a happy man. Come down here. Whoops. Go up there. Come down here. Roti tissue. Now this is a standard size roti tissue, so it's about the same size as a masala dosa. But listen, I don't know. Can you hear? Super crisp. And just on the side here is a little bit of condensed sweet milk as well, just in case it's not sweet enough.
So Anne says, yes, it's me. You keep changing your name, Anne, to confuse me. But I recognised your little photo there.
Anne S. That Anne S. I won't say Anne if you're not using.
I said, my family said I should not post my name on the internet.
Oh, well, that's true.
Yes.
That's true, and that's
Okay.
why I'm being.
So we don't. And a queen, very good. Very good.
So look. Who is that? What is that? Anne said the location.
Yes, yes. You're in Malaysia.
Anne guesses, so Anne has an advantage.
Just a little advantage. But Mr. Jono said you never finished Korea the last time, and Kim said it's quite countryside, but there's lots of hot-dogs here, which you guys quite like. Which you guys like.
Love the hot dog. Oh wow! Where? In Australia?
Knowing
Where he's from?
where he's from in Korea.
Did he say the name of the town?
No. But Mr. Jono said we never finished Korea. Well, we ran out of time, didn't we? You can only stay there so long, and then you've got to move on.
Oh wow! This is good.
But we can always go back.
This is good.
And Kim says yum. Yum indeed.
Do you know what I could do? Is I could order another one of these.
Your camera is chopping half of Steve's head. Yes, it was. He's moved it up now, Anne. He keeps moving it down to the food and then back up, but the tissue is quite tall, so we don't need to do that.
I wanted you to see the roti, Anne.
Oh! I'll have this little bit then.
The problem is, I only order one of these, and then Michelle takes it all.
So Kim said, in the city called Tay An, quite far from Seoul. We went
That's
to
north.
Daegu.
We went to Daegu, went to
Then you went to Daegu, went to
Busan,
Busan.
Daegu, Jeju.
Jeju.
No, it's up in the north, I think.
No, he says it's in the, quite far from Seoul. Seoul is in the north.
I think it's above Seoul.
Okay.
My geography could be wrong.
You'll have to let us know. Oh, this is nice. And then you get some extra sweet.
It's really sweet anyway. Has a sort of buttery sugar all over it.
And you get some condensed milk.
That is delicious.
So, Mr. Jono says, lol, Little India Penang.
We're
No.
not in Penang. I think Anne might know where we are. Quick Google will tell you. So, we've been to this beautiful country of Malaysia many times. One of our favourite countries, but it's also where some of my family are. So it's a reason we come here. In case people are wondering why do you come here quite regularly? Some great friends here and also family here. But what we're thinking is we need a bit of a project because I don't want to just come and film nasi ganda as I've done in the past. I don't want to just concentrate on the food, although the food here is amazing. If you've checked out any of our videos before, the pork, the crispy pork, the food tour of Penang, many street food videos here in Malaysia, you'll know that we've covered a lot of that, and I know we could. And there's a lot of new audience coming in, and they might like to see that. So we're not going to shy away from some of the best food, but we're trying to think of a challenge that will give us something interesting for you to watch, but also give us something that makes our journey here just a little bit special and a little bit different.
It's a good job you got those microphones.
I can't hear Michelle sit
No,
next
that's
to
what I
me.
was thinking. I really can't hear what you're saying, but I can.
This is so good.
So Mr. John has said the Little Indian Penang is a must visit.
Penang Indian is very good.
We love Penang.
One of the best naans, the Peshwari do they call it Peshwari naan or they call it Kashmiri naan?
Kashmiri
I think they
naan.
call it Kashmiri naan there. It's so good.
So we've been to Kuala Lumpur many, many times, haven't we? And guys, we've been to Penang and Ipoh. But we quite like visiting maybe the smaller places, don't we?
I want to get a feel for a part of Malaysia that we haven't experienced before and a lot of tourists don't necessarily experience. I mean, some do, but you know, rather than doing just Kuala Lumpur, Malacca.
You're very good, Anne.
What?
She says Harmatus area.
But Anne knows, she'd be on the Google.
Yeah.
This is so good. Now, I don't think I filmed it, but some years ago I had, with my friend Kendrick actually, we went out and it was on Penang. I seem to remember up near the bridge somewhere in Penang.
Yes, it was.
And we had roti tissue, but it was like a special. Maybe there's a name for it in particular, but I just call it a giant roti tissue. It was. You wouldn't have seen it. It would have been above the table here.
Well, we didn't expect it. We just thought we were going out with a friend and having something to eat. And then this arrived. It was huge. So we weren't actually filming it, were we?
I don't think we were filming it.
We didn't.
I might have some photos of it, or maybe we'll put them onto Instagram.
But then I think we were at the end of our visit, so we never went back.
Yeah. So in some places they do a real special version of this, which is like about, I'm going to say it's about almost 2 or 3 feet tall, close to getting up to close to maybe 3/4 of a metre.
So Northern Malaysia administrated Borneo 100%, said Mr. Jono. We thought about the Borneo side, haven't we?
We're not going to do Borneo on this visit. We're not going to go on to the Sabah side. There's still a lot more to explore on this peninsula. So we quite like doing the journeys. And the idea, Anna, you maybe can tell me, the rest of you can say what you think about this, is maybe to get up to the north, to south, get down to the south in Singapore. I get my ups and downs muddled up, as you're probably going to find out a lot over the next few weeks. Go down south to Singapore, to the very tip of the island, and then use the trains to basically cross the whole of Malaysia from sort of the north to the south. There's an amazing train, south to the north. And I use Michelle as a corrective sort of compass to get to, so you know where I'm talking about. I don't know, does anyone else have that? Yeah, they must do. I see this as up and down. I somehow, for some reason, I see Singapore above us and Thailand below us. But it's wrong, right?
It is. I know what he's talking about now. When we were first discussing this and really talking about south and north and up and down and east and west, well, you get your east and west right, but yeah, I was confused, but I know now.
I think it's my dyslexia.
So it's fine. I know what he's talking about. So I might just correct him. So yeah, we're talking about going, maybe not even into Singapore, just the very southern tip of Malaysia. Johor, well done. And then going north on a train.
And then going south.
Going up or down, as he says.
Basically, crossing the whole country from the longest point, but going through the jungle regions. There is the last remaining sort of jungle train here in Malaysia. I think it's called the jungle train.
I think so.
And you can actually, it's the last night train of Malaysia. But we thought about doing the night train, but we've done a lot of night trains before, and you don't get to see a lot. So we thought, why don't we break this up into sort of like a journey and visit some of the smaller towns?
Yeah, actually stop on route. If you get on the night train, you just go from A to B. It's about 16 hours. But if we actually stop en route.
So there's some interesting parts of Malaysia where some of the original sort of Malay tribes still have a lot more influence, and the food may change slightly. We might be able to experience some other food cultures. I mean, I'm a big fan of Nonya food. I love the Indian food here and the Chinese food in Malaysia, but there is other food styles that we can discover if we do this journey. Now, we're not in a hurry. Sorry, I'm eating. Talking.
Punch.
Any questions, Michelle?
Well, I'll just get back to answers. Have you tried a paratha before? It's a chapati with ghee. You have, haven't we?
Love paratha.
We've had a lot of Indian food.
You can order paratha here.
Yes.
And am I right that you would know quite well who's the sweet appam lady?
Oh, I think it was Anne that recommended you, weren't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of the lady. Sweet appam.
Sweet appam in Bangsa? No. Yes, in Bangsa.
Bangsa. So they do appam here, but I don't think it's going to be quite the same. What was her name?
So Mr. John has said, I found much of the food to be overly sweet.
This is overly sweet.
This is, but that wasn't.
No.
Good morning, Sally. How are you?
Sally H.
Yep, Sally H. Let me read. Turn it sideways to get rid of the heart that's there. Come on. Okay, Anne says you should take the train up to Taiping. It's interesting. There is a Commonwealth Cemetery there and houses with chimneys at the foot of the Maxwell Hill. Yeah, I looked at Taiping. We were going to do the west coast, but we're thinking more. Well, it's not really the east coast. It's the middle, isn't it? They call it a coastal train, the jungle train, but it goes through the middle.
The train.
But Taiping actually was on my radar if we were going to do that side.
You have that bit.
But we're not.
Where,
Cello,
where
yes, cello.
Cello sweet appam.
Sorry, I'm jumping from one thing to another.
Oh wow, that's so sweet. Lucky I've got sweet coffee to wash it down with.
Okay, Anne, I'm sorry, that's my mistake. She said not paratha, Perantha.
Let me have a little look. I don't recognise.
So is it sweet or is it savoury? Wonta, probably.
Konta. Ah, don't know that one.
No.
Is it Malay cuisine or Indian cuisine? Or otherwise? Don't recognise the name. And sometimes here in Kuala Lumpur, particularly Malaysia in general, they slightly change the Indian word. So, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to end a little saving. Raju, can I get 2 roti canai? Roti canai.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Raju's
Do you want to
lovely.
eat more?
So we met another guy here today, Irfan, and we know Raj or Raja from.
It's a Punjabi chapati, laced with ghee in between. Ooh, sounds lovely. They're all a variation on the theme, just got different things added to them, haven't they?
Oh, maybe I should have ordered that. Sorry, Anne. Let me see. I might order it anyway.
This is going to be the only meal of the day, so it's going to be a bit of a feast, I think.
Irfan, what is this here? This one,
Here.
pronta?
Prota.
Yeah?
This one roti.
You have this?
Yeah, I have plain prota.
Can I get one plain prota?
Prota.
You say prota.
Yeah, prota.
Okay,
This
prota.
is- You before eat the roti tissue, the same one.
Oh, so it's similar to the roti canai.
canai.
Same.
Same,
Similar.
prota this name.
Oh, I already ordered 2 roti
Two
canai.
roti canai.
So it's the same or a little different?
No, same only. Roti canai, same. This prota now.
But she says it's not the
Has,
prota.
has more geese.
Ah, you
More
said
ghee.
paratha.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, thank
This
you.
Tamil words prota.
Okay, thank you, man.
So she says, you guys had Malay porcupine yet? Nothing special like pork? No, we haven't had the Malay porcupine. And she said, I'm a foodie, can you tell?
Busy talking to people.
Boys are just talking because we ordered 2 and Raja had already taken the
We'll
order.
see what we get. And as Mr. John has said,
Food
foodies
here.
are great. Absolutely, we love foodies.
Food is so good here. Honestly, I was so stoked to be able to eat Indian food to this sort of quality outside of India, and now we love Indian food and we love India, and we were very tempted to head to India.
We were.
But we've got some other plans. There's a couple of things coming up in the next month that I'll explain to you towards the end of the month, because it's not chiseled out yet, as everything that Michelle and I does. It can be flexible. So we thought, well, where can we go where we can get full-on sun and occasional storm? I think there's a storm brewing actually, isn't
Yeah, it has been a storm most
there?
afternoon.
You might be about to witness
A bit earlier, but we'll see.
storm. Let's see. So we wanted to come somewhere where we could get really good quality food, but also a lot of heat and warmth and sun. And we arrived here we've been honestly about 10 days or so, and we've been enjoying the Indian food and just sort of finishing off the last of the Albanian videos, which we've just put up. Albania was wonderful. If you haven't seen that series of videos in Albania, you should check them out. The food there was great. And then, what was the next thing I was going to say? We thought, well, what are we doing? We kind of landed and said, what are we doing?
We sort of picked a destination, so yeah, we're going to go there, that would be cool. And then we got here and we thought, oh, okay.
I know everybody likes to see food, but I don't want to always just do food. And we love an adventure.
Yeah.
So I thought if we can combine the adventure. So do you think that's a good idea? I mean,
Gives it a bit of a story as well, you know, a bit of a sort of going from...
we were thinking of trying to get around the whole island or the peninsula and we could do the summer side at another time. But here we go, man.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Dhanyavad. Thank you. So look, roti canai, beautiful. This is almost the national dish of Malaysia, I tend to think.
Yes.
You know, so these are roti. They are similar to, now, if you watch the Albanian series, this is red hot, by the way, but my fingers can take it. If you watch the Albanian series, you saw them making the burek. You saw the video I made about a week or so, maybe 10 days ago, where the guy's slapping out the dough like a very fine phyllo pastry. and making the burek, and then he rolls it with cheese. Well, here in Malaysia, they do exactly the same. It might have even been what triggered me to come here, actually.
Probably. Yeah, because you referenced it in that video.
Yeah,
You did, right?
they do the same. This is a stretched out dough that they sort of spin and slap out until it's very thin, and then they roll it into a circle. They shape it into a circle, continue to fry it, often coat it in a little bit of ghee, and then they sort of scrunch it up to break the textures up, to make it nice and loose like this. And then they serve this, and excuse me, Anne, if I just do this again and bring the camera down. So they serve this with generally a little dal, a little spicy sauce. And the idea is that you take, with one hand, not with two, as I'm doing, you take the roti and you dip it in this amazing spicy sauce. It's a little bit thin, this one.
So Mr. John, I said it was British colonialism that brought the Indian chefs. He's got a mouthful now.
That's delicious. And when you are not in Malaysia for any length of time, you start missing this sort of food. I'm already missing Albanian food. This is the problem, you see. I miss Tito's. I miss the tab dua. I miss all those beautiful meat dishes and koftas. But I can comfort in the fact that I can get really great Indian food here. Now, I was saying a moment ago, not only do we love the great Indian food here, but I am so going to be looking for, what I want to get here, Michelle, if I can get a nasi ulam, if I can get some Nonya food also, but if we can discover some different foods. Now, I haven't had nasi ulam in a long time.
No, that was last time was in Penang, wasn't it? With Alex, I think we had, yeah? So Anne says, if you're going to the East Coast, check out the Cosmic Campers. The owner does camping and a stargazing outing. Check it out.
Oh, that's a fish curry.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they'll give you different curries. They'll take it from different places. That is strong fish. That's like a sardine curry. Cosmic Campers.
Cosmic Campers. Camping and stargazing. That's why it's Cosmic Campers.
That sounds quite interesting. And
see, I was going to say the actual train that we're looking at, although they say it's the East Coast, it goes through the middle more. You don't actually get to the coast till you get up north.
I've got a bit of roti.
I know, that's why I'm talking.
A bit of roti. Like,
Because he's trying to talk and got some of this, it's cold, you can plug it. Oh dear.
I've literally got a chunk of roti flake right in my throat. Perfect. That's why you shouldn't eat and
talk.
film.
No, at the same time.
You know when you get that tiny little, like a little cornflake stuck here? Probably the best thing to get rid of that is eat some more. Is that a good?
Maybe.
Is that a good solution, Michelle?
These are the drippy ones. To answer, there's a good Nonya restaurant called Big Baba. The original restaurant was at Taman Desa in KL. We'll check that one out as well. It's good to have suggestions, isn't it?
It is, but we're probably not going to do a lot in KL.
No.
Because I think the idea is to get away from Kuala Lumpur. And we might do some in KL. But we're starting to think about just getting away from the city and try some different locations.
It's like we did that town up north, didn't we, in Malaysia, and had some fabulous food there.
You finish that stood up.
So Dwayne says, are you in India now?
What did you say? The town up north?
Yeah, we know the town when when we came over the border from Thailand. Oh, it's pouring with rain.
To me, that would be down south, but you're right.
Absolutely chucking it down.
Okay. So if you look above Kuala Lumpur, below Kuala Lumpur,
Above Kuala Lumpur.
towards Singapore.
What, the town we stopped in?
No, below Singapore. Is Singapore above or below, do you call it?
Singapore's below us.
Okay. Below Kuala Lumpur, you get to a town called Gemus, which is on the railway route going up towards Singapore. Oh, I've got a bad voice now.
You're fine.
So, Gemus is the junction between a route that goes up or carries on further south, down.
Yeah.
Lord, that makes no sense to me. So it's at the junction of two rail networks, and one continues towards Singapore. So we're definitely gonna stop in Gemus and explore a little bit there. But I don't think there's a lot in Gemus.
No, we might have to stop a town before or after.
So we'll look for towns along the route and maybe do a little bit of exploring on the way down to Singapore. But in reality, we want to get to the Johor and then sort of gather ourselves, explore a little bit of Johor, and then try to cross the whole country. And I say cross the whole country to navigate from the north to the south.
From the south to the north.
From the south to the north.
We want to go from Johor
Okay,
to
if you finish,
Tumpat.
Michelle's finished eating, so she can come back in and take the mickey out of me in face.
So that's from down here to up here. It's one full railway line.
But there must be a stop or a junction at Gemus again, though, is there?
There is. Yeah. The train that we call the jungle train goes from Gemus to Tumpat. That actually is one line.
And this is the only sleeper train in Malaysia, and it's possibly going to be the last. 'Cause I think as the train network starts to modernise, and there are already some faster trains here now, the concept of overnighting, crossing Malaysia is almost like irrelevant, because you can probably, on a fast train, you can probably do it in about 3 hours.
Maybe, yeah.
Three or
But they
4
haven't got
hours.
very wide tracks here, we've discovered, haven't they?
No, they've got meter tracks, which are they're quite narrow tracks, and therefore it restricts the speed at which the trains can travel. There used to be an Oriental Express that went all the way from Bangkok to Singapore, but that train no longer can function because the gauge of the tracks in Thailand is different to the gauge of the tracks in Malaysia. So they would need a whole change in the infrastructure in order to stay on one train all the way across the border. So for the time being, we love our train journeys. A lot of you love the train journeys. We thought, why not take the longest train track that we can take across the country, or will you say across the country if you're going from the north to the south?
Yeah.
It sounds like
I know it sounds like you're going across, but you are still going across, aren't you?
yeah.
So Anne says Johor Bahru is very happening, and Batu Gaju Malacca has some interesting food too.
We might stop into Malacca. Nothing's planned yet. We haven't booked anything. But see, as the train goes up towards Gemus, it doesn't really go into Malacca.
Yeah.
So, was she talking about Malacca? Anne talking about Malacca, or one of the,
Well, I don't know.
towns
It says
nearer to Malacca?
Batu Gajah Malacca.
Batu Gajah Malacca. Is that on the rail route? Anne, maybe you can let us know.
And she said the train does not go all the way to Singapore anymore, I think. No, you do have to change trains again. So
I think it might.
No.
I think Singapore and Malaysia do have the same gauge of track, so I think it's possible.
But you've got to get off because it's a border crossing anyway.
Yeah.
So Dwayne says, are you in India now? And he says, how do you
Dwayne,
handle
no,
the
we're not.
monsoons if they come?
We are not in India, we are in Malaysia, and we still get the equivalent of monsoons here. We're having sort of heavy rain at the moment.
So she says yes. I think she was talking about Malacca, but we've explained that one.
No, I think she's Anne's saying it is on the route,
Oh, okay.
on the train route.
Okay. So
Problem is, Anne, if we ask multiple questions, Michelle takes an answer from what her question, and I take the answer from mine. I'm going to say that you're saying that it is on the train route, in which case I will check that out.
and also said Little Heritage Section 17 in PJ has nasi ulam.
I love PJ.
Yeah.
It's a lovely part of Kuala Lumpur or Petaling Jaya. There's some great. We still quite like, and I ordered just the other day, Village Park nasi lemak, just to remind me of a good nasi lemak.
We said we were going to go down there, but we haven't got there yet.
We haven't been there, but I ordered one off of Grab and had it delivered. Now, it was good. It wasn't great.
No.
I wouldn't say it was anywhere near the high end that we had when we were there. So whether the takeout experience is a little bit less than the eating experience, I don't know.
I vaguely remember from last time we did takeout and it wasn't as good as eating.
Okay.
I think we need to try it, go down
And there are plenty of other nasi lemak that are really high end. We just wanted to order from a familiar place and sort of relive the Village Park. It was very good, but it wasn't, I wouldn't say that the crust was, you remember Village Park had like a citrusy sort of almost a really interesting, on the Malay fried chicken it had really interesting flavour, and I didn't get that from the ordered in one, so I don't know, maybe they've changed, hopefully they haven't, hopefully they're not spoiled by being so popular. Any other questions?
So that's our plan.
So what we'll do, I'll tell you what we'll do, Michelle.
Okay.
We'll leave this today and we'll do another live stream. What day is it tomorrow?
Saturday.
Can we do one tomorrow?
Later.
Got a few things to do.
Do it in the
Maybe we'll try it a little bit later on. We'll do another live stream tomorrow, perhaps. All right. I know that I've got family to visit tomorrow at some point. And
later
then
in the evening
we'll
when it's
flesh out some of these ideas. If you want to comment down below, we'll flesh out some of these ideas. And nothing's booked yet. Nothing's decided. We could completely change. But I think it would be quite interesting to take you on a train journey across the Malay Peninsula. That's what I thought would be good. I said to Michelle, I really want a challenge, and it's not a big challenge, but I want a challenge. I want some sort of destiny, so that's why we're doing that.
Well, it's a bit of a purpose, isn't it? Where we're just finding food and going out for food. It's not quite.
Well, it's good, but it's not what I want to do this time.
I mean, we like
Not
to
what I want to do
discover
this
places.
time. We can come back and do just a solid food experience in Malaysia another time, but this time I want it about a journey or about an adventure. Right. So
Anne said the best nasi lemak is Paul King Nasi Lemak in section 11 in PJ. PJ's the place to be.
PJ's the place to be. Next time we come back to KL, we're staying somewhere in PJ. I've got a piece of something stuck in my tooth as well. So lovely to have the regulars in. Bit of a disappointing turnout today. Maybe it was the timing, maybe it's because we've been offline for a little while. Maybe we'll get lots more views a bit later on. Michelle and I are going to wind up and just say thank you to the guys here. Love you all, and we'll see you in a live stream again. And we are on a gimbal today, so you're not just on a tripod. I could have gone for a walk around. Actually, let me just show you a tiny bit where we are. Okay, so this is where Michelle is. Hello. Over here. Oh, gimbal's going a bit crazy. So this is where we are. All right, love you all. Take care, and I will see you very shortly. Be good.